Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the Cramer's rule to solve the system of given equations. Already we have seen the determinant rule to find out whether the given equation is consistent or not. In Cramer's rule, always the given system of equation is consistent. So always it is consistent, and Cramer's rule, it has only unique solution, that is x, y and z have a single solution. So this is given system of equation has a unique solution in Cramer's rule, and Cramer's rule can be applicable only when delta not equal to 0. So what is mean by delta? Now we can see some system of equations. General system of equation, two equations, a1x plus b1y is equal to d1, and another equation a2x plus b2y is equal to d2. So we got two equations. Now we are going to find out what is delta. Delta is nothing but the coefficient matrix. So what is the coefficient of x here? A1, A2. Coefficient of y is B1, B2, and the constant is D1, D2. So taking the coefficient determinant, that gives the value for delta. So delta is nothing but the determinant of the coefficient matrix A1, B1, A2, B2. So the delta should not be equal to 0 for Cramer's rule. So only we can apply Cramer's rule. If it is equal to 0, Cramer's rule is not applicable. So after finding the delta, we need to find out what is delta x. Delta x is nothing but replacing the constant in the place of the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x? A1, A2. So this column should be replaced by the constant column, that is D1, D2. So here D1, D2, this one is B1, B2. So we have to find out delta x. Then delta y. Delta y means we have to replace the coefficient of y with the constant. So here it is A1, A2 and B1, B2 should be replaced by D1, D2. So after finding delta x, delta y and delta, we can find out the solution for x and y. X is nothing but delta x divided by delta, and y is nothing but delta y divided by delta. So this is for two unknowns, x and y. If you are having three unknowns, we have to go with the 3 by 3 matrix, and we have to find out determinant value for 3 by 3, and in the place of x coefficient you have to replace first constant for delta x, and y coefficient you have to replace the constant to find delta y, and in z coefficient you have to replace the constant to find out z value. So I have given the example for only two equations with two unknowns. So for Cramer's rule, always the equation should be equal with the number of unknowns. So let us go with some problems in your book. So this is Cramer's rule using two equation with two unknowns. Let us go with some exercise problems. Exercise 1.2. First problem, solve the following equations by using Cramer's rule. First subdivision, it is given with 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and 3x plus 5y is equal to 9. So here we are going to solve this equation to get the value for x and y using Cramer's rule. So first let us find out delta. Delta is coefficient matrix. So 2, 3, first row, second row 3, 5. So how to find out the delta value? 10, you have to multiply this 10 and then multiply this 9, subtract it. 10 minus 9 is equal to 1, not equal to 0. Therefore, Cramer's rule can be applicable. Next, we have to find out delta x. Delta x means we have to replace the x coefficient by the constant. Constant here is 7 and 9. So replace it by the constant 7, 9. Y coefficient is same 3, 5. So 35 minus 27. So here your answer is 8. Next, delta y. Delta y, you have to replace the y coefficient with the constant. So x coefficient as it is 2, 3, here 7, 9. So again find out the determinant. 18 minus 21 is equal to minus 3. Okay. So we got the answer for delta x and delta y. Now let us find out by Grammar's rule what is x. X is equal to delta x by delta. So here we can write by Grammar's rule. Okay, by Grammar's rule. Delta x by delta, that is 8 by 1 is equal to 8. What is y? Y is equal to delta y by delta. So it is nothing but minus 3 divided by 1 is equal to minus 3. So what is the solution now? X comma y is equal to 8 comma minus 3. So this is the method to follow the Cramer's rule to find out the solution for the given equations. Okay. Now let us move with the third subdivision with 3 equations with 3 unknowns. 2x plus y minus z is equal to 3. Second equation is x plus y plus z equal to 1. And the third equation is x minus 2y minus 3z equal to 4. Okay. So let us find out delta now. Delta is equal to, let us write down 2, 1 minus 1. Next 1, 1, 1. Next 1 minus 2 minus 3. Now find the determinant for this. 2 into minus 3 minus of minus 2. So it will become as plus 2. Center value always minus 1 into minus 3 minus 1. Next minus 1 into minus 2 minus 1. Okay. So you are getting 2 into minus 1 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 3. Okay. Now minus 2 plus 4 plus 3. So 7 minus 2, your answer will become as 5. So delta is equal to 5, which is not equal to 0. Okay. Now we need to find out delta x. Let us find out delta x. Delta x is the determinant where x coefficient is replaced by the constant 3, 1, 4. 3, 1, 4. Second column is as it is 1, 1 minus 2. Third column minus 1, 1 minus 3. Okay. So now when you are finding the determinant, minus 3 plus 2 minus 1 into minus 3 minus 4 minus 1 into minus 2 minus 4. So your answer will be 3 into minus 1 minus 1 into minus 7 minus 1 into minus 6. So it is equal to minus 3 plus 7 plus 6. 13 minus 3 it is 10. Okay. So we got the answer for delta x. Now let us find out delta y. So delta y, we have to replace the y coefficient with a constant. So 2 first line as it is 2, 1, 1. Second line constant 3, 1, 4. Third line minus 1, 1, 3. Okay. So take this determinant 3 minus 4 minus 3 into 3 minus 1 minus 1 into 4 minus 1. So your answer will be 2 into minus 1 minus 3 into 2 minus 1 into 3 minus 2 minus 6 minus 3. So what's the answer now? Minus, here it is minus 3. So minus 3 minus 4. So minus 7 and minus 3 minus 1. So it is minus 4. Okay. So it is minus 14 plus 12 minus 3. So your answer will become as minus 17 plus 12 minus 5. So delta y is minus 5. Next we need to find out delta z. Delta z is equal to first two columns as it is x coefficient, y coefficient. Third column should be replaced with constant 314. Okay. Now let us do the determinant. 2 into 4 plus 2 minus 1 into 4 minus 1 plus 3 into minus 2 minus 1. So your answer is 2 into 6 minus 1 into 3 plus 3 into minus 3. So 12 minus 3 minus 9. So it is 0. Now we can use the Grammar's rule to find out the solution. So by Grammar's rule, x is equal to delta x by delta. What is the value for delta x? Delta x is 10 and 5 for delta. So your answer is 2. Next, y is equal to delta y by delta. What is delta y value? Minus 5. Minus 5 divided by 5 is equal to minus 1. Z value, z is equal to delta z by delta. So it is equal to 0 by 5. Answer is 0. So your solution is x comma y comma z is equal to 2 comma minus 1 comma 0. So this is the very easiest method to solve the equations when it is as a unique solution. The Grammar's rule is very easiest for you to follow. Okay. And then now let us go to the word problems. Problem number 3. It is given that a total of rupees 8,600 was invested in two accounts. So, let the amount invested in two accounts be. Yesterday we have done the same problem, same like this. Let the amount invested in two accounts be x and y respectively. X and Y respectively. So what is the total amount invested? It is 8,600. So let us write down the first equation. It is very easiest. That is x plus y is equal to 8,600. So let us take this as equation number 1. Okay. Now the second one, it is given that one account earned 4 3 by 4 percentage. 4 3 by 4 percentage means divided by 100 for the X account. Okay. Amount of rupees X earned the interest 4 3 by 4%. So this with what is a Y account interest? 6 1 by 2. So 6 1 by 2 divided by 100 of Y amount is equal to, what is the interest? It is that 431.25. So the income in the annual year is 431.21. So how much was invested in each account? Use determinant method. Determinant method is nothing but the Grammar's rule. So let us find out the value for this. 4 into 4 16, 16 into 3 19. So 19 divided by 400x plus 12 plus 1 13 divided by 200 y is equal to 431.25. Okay, now let us multiply this with 400. Multiply by 400. What you will get? 19x plus this should be multiplied with 2. So 26y. It is equal to, when you are multiplying this by 400, you are getting 1,72,500. So when you are multiplying this by 400, you are getting this equation. So let us consider this as equation number 2. So we got the equations, two equation. One is x plus y is equal to 8,600 and another one is this. So what is delta? Delta is equal to 1, 1, 19, 26. So 26 minus 19, that is equal to 7. Oh, so delta not equal to 0. Always we have to mention that delta not equal to 0. Okay. Next, what is delta y? Delta y is equal to, first row you have to change it as 8600. We have to find out delta x. Let us find out delta x. Delta x is equal to 8600, 1,72,500, 126. You can use the calculator and multiply this. You will get the answer as, when you are multiplying this by 26, you will get it as 2,23,600 minus 1,72,500. So your answer will be 51,100. Okay. Next, we need to find out delta y. Delta y is equal to 119, 8,600, 1,72,500 is equal to 1,72,500 minus 19 into 8,600 is 1,63,400. So here your answer is 9,100. Now by using Grammar's rule, we can write, it is asked to find using determinant method. So Grammar's rule application, by Grammar's rule, x is equal to delta x by delta, that is 51,100 divided by, what is delta value? 7, equal to 7,300. Okay. Next, y is equal to delta y by delta. Delta y is 9100 divided by 7 equal to 13 times, so 1300. So when you are adding these two will become, when you are adding these two, it will become as 8,600. Total amount will be there. Okay. So be clear, when you are adding this two amount, we have to get the total amount. Therefore, money invested in two accounts are, money invested in two accounts are rupees 7,300 and rupees 1,300 respectively. Okay. So this is the amount we need to find out. Okay. So this is the word problem. Read the problem carefully and then make the equation. Finally, you can go with the problem. Okay. Now let us move to the next problem. Problem number 5. It is very clearly given, that is, in a market survey, 3 commodities A, B and C are considered. In finding out the index number, some fixed weights were assigned to the 3 varieties in each of the commodities. The table below provides the information regarding the consumption 3 commodities according to the 3 varieties and also the total weight received by the commodity. So it is very clearly given with variety 1, 2 and 3 what is the total weight. So we can easily write down by taking let the weight assigned. Find the weight assigned to 3 varieties by using Cramer's rule. That is the answer we need to find out. So let the weight assigned to the 3 varieties be X, Y, Z respectively. Okay. So for variety A, we can make the first equation. So let us write down for variety A. It is given 1, 2, 3 and 11 is the total weight. So 1, 2, 3 means x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 11. Okay. For D, it is given 2, 4, 5. 2x plus 4y plus 5z is equal to 21. And for C, it is given 3, 5, 6. 3x plus 5y plus 6z is equal to 27. So the three equations are framed now. Now we need to find out delta, delta x, delta y, delta z, and then by Grammar's rule we can find out the value for x, y, z. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 3, 5, 6. So 1 into 24 minus 25, that is minus 1, minus 2 into 12 minus 15, that is minus 3. Next, plus 3 into 15 minus 12, 10 minus 12. So it is minus 2. So it is nothing but minus 1 plus 6 minus 6. So your answer is minus 1. It is not equal to 0. Okay. Now let us find out delta x. Delta x, the first column should be replaced by the constant. Okay. So 11, 21, 27. The next two columns are same. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Now let us do this. 11 into again 24 minus 25 minus 1 minus 2 into 21 into 6, that is 126 minus 135 plus 4 plus 3 into 105 minus 108. Okay. So when you are taking this, you will get the answer as minus 11 plus 18 minus 9. So your answer is minus 2. So delta x value is minus 2. Let us find out delta y. Delta y is equal to, second column should be changed. So 1, 2, 3. Second column is 11, 21, 27. Third column is 3, 5, 6. Now let us do this. 1 into 126 minus 135 minus 11 into 12 minus 15. Next, plus 3 into 54 minus 63. Okay. So your answer here is minus 9 plus 33 minus 27. Answer is minus 3. Okay. So we got what is delta y. Next we are going to find out delta z. Delta z, first two columns are same, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. The last column should be replaced as the constant, 11, 21, 27. So here we can do the determinant. 1 into 108 minus 105 minus 2 into 54 minus 63 plus 11 into 10 minus 12. So your answer is 3 plus 18 minus 22 equal to minus 1. So we got the answer for delta x, delta y, delta z. Now by Cramer's rule. Now by Cramer's rule. What is x is equal to? Delta x by delta. So your answer is minus 2 by minus 1 equal to 2. Y is equal to delta y by delta. So your answer is delta y here is minus 3 by minus 1 equal to 3. Z equal to delta z by delta is equal to minus 1 by 1 equal to 1. Hence, the weight assigned to the three varieties are 2, 3, 1 unit respectively. So, you can write down the final answer as hence the three unit weights assigned to the three varieties are 2, 3 and 1 units respectively. Okay. So after taking the equation, you can easily solve the problem by using Grammar's rule. Okay. Now let us move to the last sixth problem. Yesterday we have seen such like problem. The amount invested in the three account and the interest is given, and we have to make the equation and find the values of the amount using Grammar's rule. So let us consider, let the amount invested be X, Y, Z respectively. Okay. So it is given that 8,500 total amount. So first equation is X plus Y plus Z equal to 8,500. So this is equation number 1. Next, the interest for the three account is given as 2%, 3%, 6%, and the 1 year income is 380. So 2% means 2 by 100 X plus 3 by 100 Y plus 6 by 100 Z is equal to amount is 380. So let us multiply with 100. You will get 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 3 lakhs 80,000. Okay, 3 lakh 80,000. So take this as 38,000. 38,000. Take this as equation number 2. Now, how to make the third equation? Be very clear. The amount invested at 6% was equal to the sum of the amount in the other two account. So, what is the amount invested at 6%? 6% means the third amount. So, Z is equal to. So, the amount invested at 6% is equal to sum of the other two account. Other two account means X plus Y. So, the amount invested at 6% is 6 Z account. It is equal to sum of the other two account. So, let us make this equation as X plus Y minus Z is equal to 0. Take this as equation number 3. So now we got 3 equations to solve. So we are going to find out what is delta x and delta y, delta z. So delta is equal to 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 1 minus 1. So what's the answer for delta? 1 into minus 3 minus 6 minus 1 into minus 2 minus 6 plus 1 into 2 minus 3. So your answer is, this is minus 9, this is minus 8 into minus 1 plus 8, and this is 2 minus 3 minus 1. So answer here is minus 10 plus 8 minus 2 not equal to 0. So we got delta. Next we need to find out delta x. So doing many problems you can easily go with the determinant. First place should be replaced with the constant. 38,000, 0, 1, 1, 3, 6, 1 minus 1. Okay. So let us find out the answer. 8,500 into minus 3 minus 6 minus 1 into minus 38,000 plus 0. Okay. Next plus 1 into 38,000. Another term will become as 0. Okay. So here we are getting, when you are multiplying this, we will get minus 76,500 plus this is 38 plus 38, that is 76,000. So when you are subtracting this, you will get minus 500. Okay. Minus 500. So here you are getting minus 500. minus 500. Now let us find out delta y. 1 to 1 as it is. Center will be 8,500, 38,000, 0, 1, 6 minus 1. So here your answer is 1 into minus 38,000 minus 8,500 into minus 2 plus 1 into minus 38,000. Okay. So again minus 38 minus 38, it will become as minus 76,000 on adding this, and this will be plus symbol with 8,500 minus 2 minus 6. I have written wrongly here. Minus 2 minus 6. So minus 8 into this. So your answer will be 68,000. So your answer on subtracting 76 and 68, we will get minus 8,000. Okay. Next we need to find out delta Z. 1, 2, 1. Second column as it is 1, 3, 1. Third column constant. Zero. So when you are doing this, 1 into minus 38,000 minus 1 into 0 minus 38,000. Next, plus 8,500 into 2 minus 3. So your answer again here is minus 38,000 plus 38,000, it will become a 0, 0 minus 8,500. So minus 8,500, okay. Now let us find out by Cramer's rule. By Cramer's rule, what is x is equal to? Delta x by delta. What is delta x? Delta x is minus 500 divided by minus 2. So your answer is 250. Next, what is y? Delta y by delta. That is minus 8,000 divided by 2. So your minus 2. So your answer is 4,000. There won't be negative answers, students. So be clear that if you are having delta as negative and delta x, delta y, delta z should be negative, because the amount will not be in negative. So don't get the negative answer. If there is negative, your answer is wrong. You have to check down your determinant values. Okay, delta z by delta is equal to minus 8,500 divided by minus 2. So your answer is minus 4,250. So by adding all these three values, you will get 8,500. Then only your answer is correct. Therefore, amount invested in 3 accounts with the interest 2%, 3% and 4%, 6% are accounts are rupees 250, rupees 400, 4,000 and rupees, this is plus, and rupees 4,250 respectively. Okay. So we have studied today how to find out the solution using Cramer's rule. So Cramer's rule can be applicable only when delta is not equal to 0, and Cramer's rule you can find out the unique solution for x, y, z. So Cramer's rule is applicable only when the number of unknowns is equal to the number of equations. So using Cramer's rule we can solve the number of equations with equal number of unknowns. Thank you, students.